Hey YouTube, so obviously if you've been watching the channel, I'm a guide at the Friends and Family Snow Ride 2020 at AOAA, and this is the 4A trail. If you haven't seen the series yet, you can look in the corner and I'll throw a link up there. So this trail here, 4A, is a little bit different than all the rest of the washouts in the area. This trail is actually pretty kind of nasty for a blue. It's similar to like the Bucket or BA. But next to the other trails that are marked blue, like right around this trail, this one has obstacles that are much larger than all the rest of them around. I almost feel like all the other blues around this one, the little washouts that we just did, should probably be marked green. And this is probably the only one that I really think probably deserves to be blue. But it is really small. I mean, you can see how small it is, but you can also see how big the obstacles are now. You know, I have the 40-inch tires, and everybody in the group with me has 37s, and we're just, flying right over it. I mean, we did the trail like in 2 minutes because we're running this at double time. But at the same time, if you had, significantly smaller tires, like say like 33-inch tires or something, probably you would scrape a lot like on that trail, and it probably would be, significantly more challenging. So this is the last trail of the day, and thank you for tagging along and watching. And when you do come off the trail, be very, very careful. If you make that too sharp, obviously there's a rollover potential because it's so steep. So when you grade like that, always go straight down it and then make the turn. Don't try to make the turn like while you're on the grade. So this is a blue trail also, but when you compare this to like what we just did, this looks like nothing. That's what I was saying, like a couple of the blue washouts like at the front of the park. I know they're marked blue, but I'm sorry, like this is not that. Like the obstacles are just way too small to be the same. So basically what happens is we go up here and we decide that we're done for the day. You'll see like a short pause in the video where we just have that discussion. There's like 10 or 15 minutes left before the gate closes, and we had a fantastic day, fantastic ride at Anthracite Outdoor Adventure Area. So basically, we're gonna head back, and you're gonna get to see what the parking lot looks basically. At the end of the day, and you're going to get to see everybody kind of pull in. And, if you're not interested in that, you just want to see trail rides, and probably, just give me like the thumbs up and like take off or whatever for telling you ahead of time that like basically the trail ride's essentially over. Hopefully you notice we've been making a lot of changes to the channel, going through class to make it better. Hopefully that's going to help out. The one thing that you probably will notice is all of a sudden there's music in the background that YouTube isn't flagging that we can't have. So hopefully enjoy the music. Give me any commentary at the bottom if you don't like the music, or you don't like a track, or you want me to play different tracks. That was a spot where I was talking about on the left that we kind of just went around, where when we came down it, I was like, hey, the whole Jeep can fit in this hole. Just about the entire Jeep can fit in that hole. So be careful there if you have a real small Jeep. Obviously, if you kind of spend with bigger tires, just like fly over like we did. But anyway, we're making changes, and the first most obvious thing is going to be the music in the background. So that's like totally awesome. The thumbnails obviously are way better now. Then I'm also putting the end slides now on all the ends of all the videos. So slowly but surely you're going to see that, where if you're watching a video, you have the option at the end of the video to either watch like the newest video, or it'll give you the option to watch the playlist that goes along with that video. So like in the case of this video, when you get to the end of it, there'll be an option that you can just easily click if you want to watch a whole entire playlist. If you didn't see the earlier videos from the snow ride, and you want to see the other trails that we did in the snow that were blues, there'll be a link there at the end. I'll throw a link in the corner too, just since I'm talking about it, in the upper right corner or whatever. You'll see like a link when I publish this. But at the end, like you'll see it on all the videos now. It'll be like left side for most recent video, and right side for the playlist. So obviously when AOA gets ready to close their gates, which is going to happen like in 10 or 15 minutes, obviously it gets backed up with people trying to get out to the parking lot and everything, and you're going to see people rushing to the air station stuff, and it's always interesting to look to see what kind of rigs are out there. And you saw those side-by-sides going by. That's one of the big differences between this park and Roush Creek. If people were to ask me like immediately, like, what are the differences, this park is humongous. Roush Creek is a fraction of the size of this park. This park, because it's humongous, you don't really run into other vehicles or other Jeeps very often. Like right now, like you can see there was a little bit of a traffic jam just trying to get back. You can see the fleets and fleets of Jeeps, but when you actually look at the footage, you never saw us actually run into another Jeep. I mean, you saw like in the distance in a couple of the trails, like where even within an event going on, we just didn't see any Jeeps because there's so much more land. So like that's one of the big differences. They have just as many spots at the air station, so the air station will get backed up the same way it does at Roush. And I have a compressor in my Jeep, so I can just inflate my tires without having to get in line at the air station. So that's kind of a nice thing. The trail difficulties, they aren't really quite marked the same. I think that maybe originally they were, but Roush is more beat in, meaning like there's more people kind of going over the trails, and Roush is the other park that's in this area. The bucket here is a photo opportunity. Sometimes people want to take pictures of the bucket. Sometimes people don't. I was just asking people, hey, do you want to take a picture of the bucket? If you do, I'll get out and take a picture if you want to back into the bucket. And like everybody I was with was like pro. They're like no, thank you. Like that's tourist stuff. Like we're here to wheel our junk, and so no pictures today at the bucket. Like woohoo! But we did have a fantastic day, and this is what the parking lot looks like at the end of a day of a ride. You'll see there's quite a few vehicles out here, and people loading their stuff up on their trucks or airing back up. The air station is that building in front of me that has like all the cars like lined up, and then you'll see people a little bit farther out like I am about to air up. So thank you. Please subscribe. Have a wonderful day.